we've discovered I'm terrible at multitasking, but that
so easily get stuck in that or I can't not focus. I don't know what the word is, but you can so easily get
distracted.
I want to say distracted, but I mean this, not this. I mean you get
narrow-minded. I'm young, I'm still learning.
I'm young too. Dumelang, and welcome back to another installment of Random Thoughts. My name is Lindy Pt.1, but y'all can call me crazy. And today I have a special guest. You already know what it is. It be my sister, y'all. It's my sister, y'all. Sit down. Sit down. Hi, sister.
Hi.
How you doing, girl in blue?
Girl, I'm all blue today.
Blue.
I'm all blue today.
I see you blue bang.
I know that's right.
Anyway, so today's a random thought. Friendships. Friendships.
It's a bit of a sticky one.
It's a bit of a sticky one still. I have, over the course of the past year or two, lost more friends than I've made. I've made quite a few new acquaintances, people I never met, colleagues, all this
You're
kind of thing.
social and...
I'm very, very social. I love making new friends. I love talking to new people. But in the back of my head, there's always, those forever friends. My special people, my ones and onlys. And recently, I got into a bit of a sticky one still with a friend of mine. Long story short, we don't meet up a lot, né?
Okay.
And then they moved away. This friend moved away.
Oh, okay.
So literally all we have is like a phone call situation going on. And the other day they called me out and were like, I can't believe you ignored me all weekend. I was busy with something very important that I've been planning it for months, and they basically were on me. And I thought, I'm sorry, do we have the wrong definition of what a friendship is? Because we can go for weeks without talking and when start we come off back right where we've been. And okay, like now in hindsight, I think it's because they needed me in that moment and I wasn't there in that moment.
Right.
And I knew out of everyone how important this time was for them, and I just figured I can still catch up with them a few days later, but I didn't. And then my phone broke, girl. And it's been a situation, but I started re-evaluating all my friendships and the growth of them and the maintenance and sustenance of my friendships, and I've realized how different my perspective on friendships have been. When I was a teenager, my friends were my everything. It would be like friends, the family you get to choose. Friends, that's where it's at, my friends are literally my everything, and it's been like that just along the way. Some have fallen away, and that's been okay with me. But now I realize that's a bit more on me because I'm not putting the effort into the friendships, and I'm still expecting the same level of intensity of friendship, even though I'm not putting in the intensity of work.
You're always coming for me in these videos. I really feel like you're always coming for me.
Me too.
Because I feel the same, like a lot of my friends, but I'm young, I'm still learning.
I'm young too.
So in majority of my friendships, I've got the problem with, for instance, WhatsApp texting. I don't like texting. That's one of the factors that is very problematic about me. My friends are always calling me out for it because I'm just not that girl. You don't find me on WhatsApp 24/8, and if you do, specifically this year, it was because of work. I was only there because of work, and I find a lot of my friends, I started losing friends because of that aspect of communication. Whereas with me, I'm used to, dude, we can go months on months not talking, but when we come back, bro, best believe we're gonna talk. I told my best friend that, and I tell her all the time, like, dude, whether you like it or not, the time you come back, as soon as we meet up, as soon as we talk, you already know what's up.
It is what it is.
Exactly.
And it's always
not going to change. It's not going to change.
So, a new perspective that I found, I was watching a video. And she was basically talking about how we think, the chasing paper, personal development, becoming you, a better person, going level to level in your career and your relationships and your whatnot.
Yeah.
You can so easily get stuck in that or not focused. I don't know what the word is, but you can so easily get
distracted.
I want to say distracted, but I mean this, not this. I mean, you get
narrow-minded
about your growth that you neglect your friendships and expect it to still be the same.
Coming for my life.
Not even like when you come back home, like say now you're concentrating on your studies and you're at school and pushing, grinding, studying, don't have time for nobody, not texting, whatever. And then you come back home and you're like, why is everyone acting brand new? I thought we were still friends.
I am that girl, and it's so... I can take up my home, dude. Like, I'm very focused, and we've discovered I'm terrible at multitasking. But that when, for instance, if it's work, I'm work all day, 25/8. Like, you will not catch me anywhere else. Like, I so much because I want to get somewhere with the work, and balance has always been such a problem for me. Like, even from high school, when I had to balance, I'm going to church, I've got dance practice, I've got tennis practice, like all of these things all in one, and then I must still come home, do chores, it was a lot. It's hard.
I'll say one thing on that. My thing is, we are catless, dogless, childless. If you can't maintain the balance now, what you're gonna do when you're concentrating on your marriage because you're a newlywed? What you're gonna do when, I have a child now, so like, how do you expect your friends? And here's the thing. Your friends are your friends because they are understanding of your situation.
Right. But how long will they understand?
How long should they have to understand? Because, we get each other's jokes. We get each other because we have history. We've got similarities. That kind of stuff. But then we grow and evolve as people.
That part.
And for as long as you're not connecting with people that you value, how dare you expect them to jump back on your train and know what pace? Because we could be on the same level, we could both have kids, but you could be running faster than me, and if you don't keep me in contact, how are we supposed to jump back on the same train and go on the same level? That is now very quickly becoming one of my biggest fears. Is like, in as much as losing the friends that I did over the past 2 years, it's not even losing, it's just
distance.
It's distance that I've taken for granted that has now become, is it a friendship? Like, the 3 girls that I usually hang out with here when I'm at home.
Yeah.
Had no idea what I was even doing in the other city where I was at. And now I'm back. And they still don't be knowing that I was gone. A friend of mine is in... I want to say New Zealand, but I'm not sure. She might be in Australia, she might be in New Zealand.
Overseas.
She moves a lot. This is not a friendship thing of me not checking up on her. Although if I really was a friend, I would know exactly where she is all the time. Anyway, the other day she tells me she's engaged. And I'm like, oh my gosh, oh my word. And for the life of me, I wanted to be like, oh, I love Bradley for you, but I didn't even know his name. I can't even remember how long they've been together. And what I'm saying is like, and when I think of like, my oldest friends, my closest friends, she's there.
Yeah.
But I have no idea what's going on in her life. If she had 2 kids by now, I'd be like, wow. I know more about the people that I've met this year than I do about the people that I've been friends with for over 10 years. And it's taken me to humble myself
and acknowledge
that was me.
Yeah.
I don't want to bring this up. There are those friendships that fail. Okay, whether it's because of a fight, whether it's because of distance, whether both of y'all weren't try hard enough, whether y'all fell out of love with each other. So sometimes you become friends because of circumstance. You become friends because you live in the same dorm.
Yeah.
You become friends because you work together or you go to school together, and so you hang out every day, and it's great. As soon as that situation changes, y'all is not friends, and it's not like a fake friendship or whatever, but it is a friendship as a result of circumstance.
Similarity. Ooh, yep, that's a better word.
But then there are those friendships that you really put work into, and then something happens.
How long do you put in work?
Okay, so a couple of years ago, I wrote down all the things that I want people to say about me, and I was thinking about it now, and one of the things I want to say is, no matter what, my friend is my friend. For me, a friend is a person that will never judge you. A happy place always. A truthful, honest, open, like, there must be nothing that I should be afraid to tell you or you afraid to tell me. And I can tell you the truth about what you just said without you feeling like I'm hurting you.
Right.
That's why I always said it's a family that you choose, because your family loves you and wants the best for you. Why would they tell you anything else? You know, for me, a true friendship doesn't have the jealousy and the I don't want to see my friends thrive and the weird things that come with like high school friendships. So you always want your friend to succeed, and that's what a friendship is. So for me, you don't stop trying because you want it to be that always. You work at it being that always. The same way as.
But what if it's not reciprocated? Like, what if the other person is not doing all this that you want? You guys started somewhere. You met when both of you what, and now you guys are growing, but it's not being whatever you pictured. It's not coming back to you.
Maybe that's
how do we go about that?
Well, first of all, there's a conversation. You know, very many years ago, I lost two friends. But I lost two friends over the same reason. We were friends at school and we hung out every day. And at some point, you know, varsity happens, we move away, whatever. And the one girl called, she was bisexual, and she was like, "Girl, I'm so in love, whatever." And I was like, "Wow, Palisa is such a great person." And she was like, "What the? Don't you know that I'm dating Tawa?" And I was like, "No, I really had no idea because I don't have time." She was like, "I can't be your friend because you're not giving me what I need in this moment." And I had to be mature enough to say, "You're right, I'm sorry. Also, nothing's going to change," and love them enough to let them walk away. Like, I couldn't say I'm going to try when I knew my studies are only going to get more
being truthful,
time consuming. Yeah.
So being honest with yourself and then being truthful to whoever you're talking to.
Yeah. So I lost friendships that way, in that I can't give you what it is that you need, and it's unfair of me to call myself your friend or to speak at your graduation party or your 21st party or your wedding if I wasn't what you thought a friend was to you. Do you know what I mean? So for me, that after that conversation, then you can stop trying. But my true friends, I want to be my friends' family's family. Do you know what I mean?
That,
yeah. I'm the first one you want to introduce your girlfriend to. I'm your child's godmother.
She said goddaughter.
Yeah, but like I want to know that I've earned that in your life. Yeah. But once you feel like I'm not doing enough, it's a conversation first of all. And if I'm still not able to change it, then you should stop trying with me. And the same way with my friend. If I feel like, honestly, we used to be this, and then that boy changed you, and now you're not that for me anymore. Because that's will be
Don't
happening.
Go there. Don't go there.
That will be happening.
Do not go there.
Why does that happen? Yeah, where you feel like, no, that relationship is changing you, whatever. You're not what you've been for me, and what I need you to be for me in this moment. And we can have that conversation, and they're still defensive.
Ooh, please don't.
I'll try again after a couple of months. Love is love, guys. Like, I'm not gonna not love you because you've changed, or you were mean, or we had a fight, or you found someone, or even when you found a new best friend. I'm not gonna stop loving you. You know, I'll probably try again, but it is a conversation, and that's why I'm saying, like, a friendship is a safe space you can go knowing I can tell you the truth and you won't judge me and you won't make me feel bad for telling my truth. And that's what it is. And that's what it is. That's when you stop trying. For me, then, a friendship is like your bedroom. Whether you're a working woman, another student, a stay-at-home person, unemployed or whatever, your room must be, first of all, a place you don't need to share. Secondly, a place you can come to when you everything. When you happy, when you sad, when you know what I mean. And so you do whatever you can to maintain the happiness of the room. For you, I know it's a room that smells good. For me, it's a room that looks good. If it looks clean, if it smells of Dettol, I just my heart.
It doesn't even need to smell like Dettol. It just needs to smell good.
No, for me, it needs to smell like domestos. It needs to smell like bleach, and that's my happy place. So, but for that to happen, I'm a messy person. You're a messier person.
I don't know what she's talking about.
You need to maintain the state of the room consistently. Whether you're changing the colors in the room, the decor in the room, just picking up your mess, Mona Lemani, whatever it is. That's what a friendship is to me. It's the place that I can come and say, Madi, I get sharp. Or, friend, I'm so happy. And like, can't wait to get to your room because I'm so happy. Or, I'm really nervous. I just need to be on my own in my room. Your friendship must be a sanctuary, but it's your responsibility to keep your sanctuary a sanctuary. Whatever that means for you.
A safe place. Like, I like when I can come to my friend. Even if, for instance, it does happen sometimes I'm going through the most, you're happy. And I can still come to you and say, friend, I'm so sorry. Like, I want to be so happy for you right now. But right now, I'm going through it.
And let that be okay.
And you should be like, I was like, hey, actually, friend, it's okay. I understand. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that safe place where it's like, it's okay to feel your emotions. It's okay. Even some friends of mine will come, like, if we're having whatever, and Mang looks good, and I'll be like, no, friend, you look so good. I'm jealous. Like, you know, we're just safe enough that we can say such things and it doesn't provoke certain emotions. Like, we're cool with understanding that you're human and your emotions are your emotions, and it's a safe place between us.
I think for me, a friendship is a place I can bring a bottle of wine. I wouldn't like to drink a bottle of wine in a disgusting, messy place where I'm drinking myself to sleep. It's a healthy place.
Right.
It's a place with a wine glass, not a bottle.
Right.
It's a place of white linen. It's a place of openness.
But also, if you get drunk, it's fine because it's a nice place. Yeah,
that's what a friendship is to me. And my room looks pretty dirty right now. It's not the best. I've still got, those core pieces. There's the furniture. But if we're being truthful, those flowers over there look kind of dry and dead and gone. The candy that I left over there might not be candy no more. Like, I need to really, really work on, first of all, evaluating which friendships are really important to me.
That part is so important.
Yeah. Because I've also made the mistake of investing too much of my time in a friendship that is toxic. And
Don't.